Good morning, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Antoine Jenkins, Assistant Press Secretary and Diversity Hire, and I will be filling in for Kaye today. I know, right? Surprise! I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh, sorry. Stick to the script. Kaye was struck by lightning yesterday while she was walking to her vehicle. She remains in stable condition at Georgetown University Hospital. She's been diagnosed with a severe case of Tourette's. Doctors say that she kept repeating over and over, Donald Trump is a ASS. Until her condition is fully stabilized, I will be filling in for her. Me, Antoine Jerome Jenkins. Talk about a colorful surprise. You know, I told her that I could smell the rain coming, but she insisted it was just going to be a normally sunny day. But it was a shock as she was walking to her car. Our thoughts are with Kaye and her family for a speedy recovery. Because who actually sends prayers? Moving right along, we have been tracking the development of the novel coronavirus in China. According to our wonderful president, I'm sorry, do I have to say wonderful? Do I have to say president? Okay. According to our wonderful president, we have no reason to fear this virus because it only affects Asians. God, who writes this stuff? We will be keeping an eye on this virus and we will be keeping the American people updated. We have no reason to believe that this will affect Americans at all. Oh, our ostentatious leader. Come on, really? He said that we have nothing to fear. So he doesn't know about the droves of deaths in China? I haven't even gotten my flu shots yet. They say this is supposed to be worse than the flu and pneumonia. What was that? Move on? All right, if you say so, Patrick. We will be keeping our borders closed. We want to make sure that the risk of this virus remains very low. We don't believe that the disease will spread because we have very talented people working on this. They're all very good people. So, in other words, we don't know a damn thing about this virus, and we will let you know what we know when we know, if we are ever capable of figuring it out. I know that tensions are growing. Hell, I work here, and I'm afraid. Yesterday, a black man was shot and killed while running in his neighborhood. Guess that's another thing I can take off the workout list. Can't even go on a run without being shot. This case is very new, and the very good and the very talented people of Glynn County will get this right. I hope. In the wake of a potential social pandemic, we ask that our lawmakers just get this right. Do the right thing. We don't want to start a race war. But I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Prepare in this time of peace for what's to come. Please make sure that you are inside your homes by 8 p.m. Otherwise, the police, one way or another, they're going to get you. Power to the people.
Yeah, today was a good day. Not much happened today. Yes, ma'am, I've been doing my work. You know you're just preaching at your younger self, right? You've seen my glowing reviews every semester. And you're just trying to keep me on my toes. Yes, Mom, I know. And I thank you. I'm always thinking 3 steps ahead. Make sure and keep my head on a swivel. Got it. The weather's nice. It was a sunny day today.
Well,
Me and Sherry went to walk around Boston Common. I like going out on nice days to watch people out with their dogs. And some have little pet play dates with other owners. You know, it'd be great if we could get a dog. I know I'm not home, but don't you and Dad need some company? It will be all my responsibility during the summer. Okay, maybe we'll revisit this in June. One thing that bothered me at the Common was seeing all the police walking around. And I know they're there for our safety, but I just get uneasy when I see them. It's like, suddenly I want to be invisible and seeing at the same time. And the thing is, it wasn't always like that. Remember when my first grade teacher's cop husband came to career day? He was showing us his car and cuffs, and I remember thinking, wow, that is so cool. I can't imagine being that cool with them now. It's a matter of intention versus reality. They intend to be helpful, but the reality is too many times we end up needing more help once they get here than when they arrived. I just try to avoid them altogether, without also being conspicuous. Get a cop, a conspicuous me, and a Karen, and I could end up in violation of living while black. One of my teachers was talking about some virus in class today, said it's in China. And we were all looking at her like, okay, Miss Bost, you've got the inside track. I mean, I don't think she has a reason to tell us something fake just because, but I haven't heard about it in any of my other classrooms. And she was telling us that we need to start taking precautions, and it was called, coronavirus or something? I'm gonna look it up later. I hope it's not a big deal though, because I don't want to be trying to dodge a virus and a cop at the same time. Yeah, I gotta go now, Ma. Me and Sherry are going to a study group. What am I wearing? Jeans and a sweatshirt. I don't need to dress up to study. Yes, ma'am. I'll be careful. I'll call you when we get back. The study group is in the common area at Layla's dorm. Yes, ma'am. If we get tired, I won't take a nap in the common area. Okay. Love you. Later. Oh, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
No, I do not want to hold him. No. Hush. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Papa's gonna buy you a mockingbird. If that mockingbird don't sing, Papa's gonna buy you a diamond ring. I didn't want you. And today, I mourn your birth. I mourn your entrance into this dark and cruel world in which we live. Oh, I wanted you to be a girl. I knew if you were a girl, life would be a little different. The talks would be different. Instead of talking about the birds and the bees, I have to teach you how to conduct yourself if you are pulled over by a police officer. Picking out prom dresses turn into not buying you hoodies and fitted caps. The day of the gender reveal. Turn me for the worse. In the worst way. My mind was full of thoughts that was just wrong. Maybe if I drank that Clorox, it would cure everything. Remove that bounty that was placed on your head from the moment you passed through my womb. This remedy will shuffle off this mortal's coil. And yet I couldn't do it. I'm not the ruler above or the undertaker. I have the opportunity to give life, not take it away. This journey to motherhood is off course. It's not what I planned. All the darkness that falls in your way. You need devotion. Bless the children. A covering will forever be over your life. Oh, look at those beautiful brown eyes. They're so overwhelmingly and irresistibly intoxicating. So full of wonder and possibilities. Your father and I have a duty, and that is to give you the best life can give what we can. There's going to be a time when me or your father will not be there to protect you. And I pray God's hand over your life, or that you would live to see a world void of racism and police officers' knees on necks. If I could change things, I would. But I can't. I can only be your mother. This world you were born into is wicked and full of hopes that have seemed to be forgotten. And yet, I still have hope. I still have hope.
I have this really bad habit of saying, like, you know, nodding and going along as if I already knew and completely understand and agree with whatever has just been said, when actually, this is kind of all brand new information for me. Like, a minute ago, I was talking to Hannah and she was ranting about performative allies, posting, "I stand with you," and black boxes on social media, and how this is useless and frustrating because it actually undermines the important posts. And I was just like, because she's this really great ally and usually knows what she's talking about, and I didn't want to be the idiot who didn't know this was a thing and doesn't really understand why it's a problem. So I just said, or sometimes a totally if I'm feeling bold. Why don't I just say, I don't know? Why can't I just ask? What's up with that? It's like some sort of inexplicable force, like a reflex, like some woke person. Blah, blah, blah. This is something you should totally already know. Me. I mean, what's wrong with posting the black boxes? Isn't that what we were supposed to do? I mean, all of my friends on social media seemed like they knew what they were talking about, and I felt like I'd be an idiot if I didn't post it. So I did. And now Anna's like, that's not actually helpful. And I'm like, as if I didn't just post it this morning. Now what am I supposed to do? Delete it? I mean, what is it that people want from me? Wait, that's not what I meant. I mean, is there a way I could make it better? Shit. I'm gonna stop doing that. Being performative, no more mm-hms. I'm going to replace that reflex with, can you explain that? Or, I guess I'll research it. Like, to make sure I know where the information is coming from. Just to make sure it's reliable, I guess. Wow.
Hey, if you're watching this, seeing me before it all went down, then I guess it really went down, and I went down with it. And I know that I went down for a cause, a reason. And tell Capri his daddy did it for a purpose. I know, huh? Look at me. It ain't even Halloween. I'm thinking about painting some white stripes on my face, because maybe there's a slim chance the cops will empathize. Funny, huh? And look what else. No mask. I know, huh? Keith is breaking out maskless. Who would have called it? Damn. And we still here, ain't we? After COVID-19. I bet you thinking ain't nobody but Jesus could make that happen. We had our little hiccups. Our tiffs, but we still all right, ain't we? We haven't seen each other in a couple of weeks after that big statement you made about me not confronting things. You know, my life, my mother, reality and myself. I thought that was going to be the end. I guess if I'd have came at you hard, we could have ended. But I didn't confront you, so who knows? I heard you, though. And I ain't stopped considering your words yet. Considering if there's a way I can make it all better. I'll be considering that until the day that I die. I'm considering them right now. The main idea of them, at least. That's why I'm going out with my cousin Marcus to confront the police killing black people. That could be the answer to a lot. Stand up for that dude, George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, and Breonna Taylor. Stand up for you and Cabri. You're right. I don't confront things like I should, but that's all changing tonight, baby. Damn. I called you baby. Again. Baby. Okay. I'm making this because I know how things could turn out in the street, and I want to be prepared. Take responsibility. Don't be mad, okay? And don't be too sad. It ain't your fault. You just made me confront the reality of my life and my options. Some of us have to be radical. Not like Homeland Security radical. Don't let anybody else see this, baby. For your piercing, beautiful eyes only. If you want Capri to watch it when he's old enough, that's cool. Like I said, I was responsible for a change, so I made plans. This is the insurance policy I got with Prudential. For you and Capri. It's for $75,000. I'm going to put it in the C Encyclopedia for Confrontation. I might hit the lottery tonight. You know that better than me, though. Look at you, talking to the dead like this. I'm gonna tell your mama. I feel like a warrior. Keep your head to the sky. Keep your head in faith's atmosphere. Baby.
Calling in to report, sir. Position, Upper East Side, 94th Street, below Spanish Harlem. Carnegie Hill Tower. Secure, General, sir. Is anyone else there, sir? Permission to be as I was, sir.
Good. Dad, this is the wrong detail. I'm getting questions about the sunglasses from the unit. Why we all have to wear sunglasses. Well, you have to wear them all the time. They wonder if command has a fetish or a mental illness or a picadillo. No, they don't say that, but we're doing raids looking like the Blues Brothers, and I can't make up another joke about how it's your favorite movie from the good old days. You're not supposed to believe there were ever better days, for one thing, and goggles work better than glasses with the smoke. Oh,
Colonel, Brigadier General, Major General, greetings. I came here to report. I was just catching up with my... Reporting now. Harlem, the bodies have been removed or burned. I lit the fuse at the Abyssinian Baptist Church myself. No one escaped. In the Bronx, empty streets. Still a few stragglers, but we bullet spray the neighborhoods. We left one of the bodegas standing. Figure we'll catch them there. They like to congregate. 13th Street in the Village, gone, which ends the Center for Queers. Down to about 500,000 people total on the island now, I'd say. Maybe less. Bad to do the burning, but the stench, well, the dead smell worse than the living. No, sir! That wasn't a joke! I don't make jokes, sir! One skin, one people, one leader, one color, one rule, one law, one silence, united to the one! I will check on that. Sometimes they want to take a few of us along with them. It's still a wipe or be wiped out here. Especially after the weekend. I still believe in the weekend. No, that was not a joke either. The unit lost 10 more men. 3 cars, 2 buildings. Carnegie Tower is no longer secure. I'm on it. Quick and immediate retaliation. The Asian Cultural Center hasn't been a target before now, Colonel. No. I know it's on the list, but it's in Midtown, near headquarters. And I thought since China took over the new Asian Union last week, the Commander-in-Chief wanted to make them our allies. So we haven't gone after Chinatown or Koreatown either. And there was some talk about... Yes, sir! I know who started all of this. Chinese bats, sir! I understand. One skin, one people, one leader, one color, one rule, one law, one silence. United to the one. On it, sir! Next report. 0800 hours, gentlemen. Thank you. I would appreciate a few minutes with my father. Now what am I supposed to do? Mom and Sue could be at the center. Could because I don't know where they went, so They could be there, or Canada, or dead.
Mom told me I'd never hear from her or Sue again if I took a commission with you, and you know how she is when she makes up her mind, so I haven't heard a thing. Damn it. Hold on, I have something in my eye.
Hello, Colonel. I... No. He is my father. Yes, sir, Colonel. Resigning immediately. My men are downstairs. Encrypted 4653. No. One skin, one people, one leader, one color, one rule, one law, one silence, united to the one. One skin, one people, one leader.
I can't sleep. I guess that makes two of us. We have to stop making this a habit. Tomorrow is your birthday. Did you know that? Well, it's 2:06. So I guess it's today then. Happy birthday. Well, I have to remember to get some cake. Thank God the bakeries are all back open. I don't know how those people didn't making their own desserts for months. But you know, I basically ate nothing but hospital food for that whole time. Which you think would be a torture for an Italian, but but it was okay. You know, during that first wave of patients and the second they came after they opened everything back up, I was on my feet for like 10 hours a day. I was too tired to eat when my shift got off. Do you remember us sitting on that couch with me? Just me sobbing when my first patients died. Isaac. Well, by the time he had come to us, there wasn't much we could do. He had worked at some shipping warehouse until he collapsed from all the coughing. And it was almost a week later, I think, when, you know, the wife forced him to go to the hospital because he didn't have insurance. You should come in earlier. I remember telling him, thinking that, you know, that was helpful. What did I know? Where I grew up, no one goes bankrupt from being sick. He nearly refused treatment too, until he didn't have a choice. You know, the night he died, he was coughing so much that he could barely speak. I can't breathe, he said. You know, I went to fix his meds, get him something. And when I came back, he was gone. I'd never seen a dead person before. Outside of a funeral, I guess. Yeah, when my grandmother died, they took away her body before I even got home from school. And they would barely tell me what happened to her. She was old. She was sick, is what my mother said. She didn't want to explain cancer, what an ugly, awful disease it is. So she gave me a pat on my head, tell me not to worry about such things, and ask me about my schoolwork. So when Isaac died, I cried. I cried because I had witnessed a person's death, and maybe I could have done something else. I should have asked him why he couldn't take off work. I should have asked how hospital bills can disable a whole family, but I didn't. I don't know why I'm talking about this now. I don't know. I should be thinking about happier things, I guess, like our first date after the ESL class. You know? Yeah, where you took me out for dinner and when we could barely speak to each other. You know, I'd of course done my homework before being accepted to this nursing school. But my English wasn't great. Wasn't. And then we spent all day around the city trying to memorize every street name. And we were not foreigners anymore. We were New Yorkers. Damn it. And when you bring me to your apartment and you stay up all night studying, when you come over to my apartment and we stay up all night, decidedly not studying. When you threw me that party when I finished my second year of nursing school and you made your famous Haitian parties. You know, I wish thinking about those days made me feel better. But all I can hear is your voice telling me to come with you. You know, I had always thought I was a good listener, but I don't think that's true. To be a good listener, you have to ask good questions. You didn't like talking about your childhood and where you came from, you know, and I didn't want to push you and ask anymore. It seems wrong. Don't ask questions, my father used to say. And maybe if I ask more, I would have followed you. Instead, I screamed at you. Told you were being an idiot for going out to protest. I don't want you to get COVID, I said. I've seen what he can do. I'll wear a mask, you said. George looks too much like my brother. I was tired. I'd been up all night studying and, you know, I had rounds in the morning. And I only got 2 days of the week to be with you. You know, I hadn't seen much of the news beyond that a man was killed and there was some peaceful protester holding signs, not doing anything but blocking traffic. And this isn't my fight, I said. Yes, it is, you said, and left. I was at work when my phone rang. And they asked if I was your wife.
and they told me you were found dead by some abandoned car after the protest had broken up. Police had used tear gas, and they said it looks like the gas triggered an asthma attack. Maybe you had, asthma as a child, but you never told me. I didn't hear your last words. I can't breathe, you probably said, and those around you turned away like I did. Witnessing, it was just too awful. So I've spent the last 8 months wishing that I had gone with you that day. That I turned on the TV and seen the protest and as they really were. Maybe I could have prevented from happening. Maybe I could at least have held your hand. I wish I'd asked you if you had asthma. Ask you about your childhood, your culture, your blackness. The things we were trying to forget about in a new country. All the questions my mother would find too uncomfortable are all I want now. But mostly, I just want to tell you that I'm sorry. Every day. And now I can tell him. I can tell everything to him. On nights where his body is pressing so hard on my chest that I can't breathe. I can tell him that we need to ask questions or we'll never get the answers. That he should be proud of the little brown boy he'll become. And that he should learn everything he can about the struggles of those around him. And that you can be a good nurse until you treat the person first and the disease second. That the protests work, at least a little. And some legislation has been written. I can tell him, yes, 2 parents will love him very much. And mostly, I will tell him that I was wrong. It is always our fight.
Okay, Ben, breathe. You've been seeing your buddies out there protesting for the past few days. You don't have to do this, but I feel it's necessary. It is necessary. I keep putting it off because of work, but work can wait. It's not like they've been giving me anything to do half the time anyway. I keep thinking about the looters that are down there making it bad for the protesters and those that are protesting against dangerous police. Attacking peaceful protesters using tear gas and rubber bullets. The same police that allow their good old boy racist organizations to march freely
scared. It feels like I've waited for this moment all my life. And now that it's here, I mean, there have been protests before, but this is different. Feels different. The other thing that keeps stopping me is thinking about my family who doesn't want me to go. And it's not because they don't believe in the cause, but they're worried about my safety. And I get that. I'm worried about my safety. I coordinate with my buddies Elijah and DeWitt. We got each other's backs. Besides, if everyone put their family's worries over protesting, no one would be out there marching. Black people have been killed without regard by the people that are supposed to protect and serve. And do so without consequence. The system needs to be dismantled. I've done enough talking to people online. I want to put my feet to the ground, and I'm going to take all my passion to the street. My love, my voice. I want all of my love and passion to radiate to all of those around me. I don't understand hate. I mean, I understand it. It's hard to articulate. But because hate is not my language, I've been forced to hear it all my life. I'm tired, I'm exhausted. Someone asked me if I remember what life before the quarantine was like, before the resurgence of a revolution. You know, I had to think about it. It feels like it was years ago. It was just Monday. In the midst of the revolution, I'm willing to have my voice be heard. If I do not come home, it's not because I ran away. If I go missing, please look for me. if I'm found dead, I didn't commit suicide. I love my life. I'm happy. Though I'm angry about the murders of my people. Do not believe anyone that says I had drugs or a weapon. I had a clear head and protest strongly with love. My name is Benjamin Johnson, and my Black Life Matters.
Damn! I gotta get ready, I gotta get dressed, I gotta make my sign. Que reguero. Oh my god. I think these jeans are too tight though. I can't be out there shouting no justice, no peace with my culo all out. Babe! Do you think these jeans are too tight? No? Alright. You know, I heard they popped Javier and his baby mama one of them rubber bullets. Listen, I'm gonna put on my stunner shades for that ass. Try and shoot me with a bullet. These'll stop him, okay? Babe, I'm trying to hurry. I ain't never done this before. I gotta make sure I look good and stylish doing it. Rosita was all up on CNN looking busted. Makeup, busted. Lace front, busted. She's wearing those tired jeans from Mad Rag. Her top was cute though. I like that. I mean, I know we on the front lines of the struggle, but like, doesn't mean I can't look cute doing it. Huh? Is that what you're wearing, Pa? I mean, that shirt is so tight, I can see your blood pressure. It looks like you can't breathe. Hey, listen, what do you think of my sign? I'm thinking, oh no, what the heck? Get your knees up off my neck. That's it, right? That's tight, right? I like it. I gotta finish it, I know. I'm just so sick and tired of this, you know? Just last month, Rico and Jared were out chilling over by 116th, and 2 cop cars pulled up to them. Started asking questions like they were criminals, and you know Rico got heated, told him that they were just chilling, and then the cop held him up against the wall. The other one threw Jared on the ground and dislocated his jaw. I had to take Rico down to the emergency room that night. He had a concussion. It ain't right. We filed a police report and everything, and they did nothing. Nothing. You know, Rico was telling me that he was walking home over by, ¿cómo se llama? Lupita's restaurant. And there he was, that pig, sitting in his car, just watching him. Rico said he rolled down his window, put his hand out the window, and pretended to shoot his gun at him. Pig. Do you think we scared them? Nosotros no le tenemos miedo a la policía podrida, coño. That's why our people are out there protesting and rioting. Man, we're tired. You back a pit bull into a corner, it's gonna bite you. What happened to Rico has been happening forever. I get it though. But I'm too cute to go to jail. Damn, girl. Dale. So we gonna go down there. We gonna raise some hell and stand with our black brothers and sisters in the struggle. Because this time, the revolution will be televised on Instagram, on Snapchat. Que se atreven. Wait. Where my mask at? downstairs. What? What you mean canceled? I done got all dressed up and it's canceled. No. Nita, listen. We gonna be seen today, all right, mama? We coming down. Yeah, we're coming down. Babe! Darling, let's go. We running late. I'll finish it in the car. Oh no, what the heck? Get your knees up off my neck. Oh no, what the heck? Get your knees up off my neck.
We have 14 cases in the US. Did you know that? The coronavirus thing. My mom called and started in on it again today. She's really starting to get to me. I physically got tension in my shoulders. And I really didn't think it was affecting me that much. And then today Nope, it's fine. Never mind. Oh. Okay, but the first thing I want to say is this stays between you and me. I know I messed up, and if I knew how to fix it, I would, okay? So at the grocery store, I wandered into the home goods aisle, just thinking to pick up some extra disinfectant or something, because I mean, her paranoia is making me paranoid, and you know, just in case. Anyways, I turned into the aisle, and there was this Asian woman wearing a mask. And I mean, why would she be wearing a mask? I don't know, I panicked. I just immediately turned around and ducked into the next aisle. I didn't even know where I was until this old woman walked up and tapped me on the shoulder, and I practically jumped out of my skin. I had no idea she was there. And then she asked me how many months my baby was. And I said I didn't have any kids. And she looked at me kind of funny and walked away real fast. And then I realized that I'd been standing, staring at a shelf full of baby food for God knows how long, waiting for this Asian woman to leave the aisle. I mean, what if she saw me run away? Don't look at me like that. I know I messed up. I didn't do it intentionally. I just slipped up for a minute and I did something really, really messed up and really racist. And I'm only telling you because you were actually contractually not allowed to hate me. That ring on your finger is binding. I never thought I'd be this person. I mean, I was always afraid of turning into my mom. But I never imagined this.
Hi, Ma. You keep saying you want to see my face, so I thought I'd send you a little video message. I know technology really isn't your thing, but if you like this, then maybe Dad can help you set up a video call. Since this is a one-sided conversation for once, I feel like I need to say the thing again. Every time I try to express my feelings, you either fight me or change subject or just, I don't know, don't listen, I guess. I know you think I'm weird for not wanting to come back to be with you guys, for not going outside, for not letting you or Dad or anyone coming to the apartment. But it doesn't feel like a choice. It feels like something I have to do right now. My doctor said so too. When I go outside, it's all just too much. All of it. The people, the cars, the germs. I can't relax. What if I get on the bus and it's overcrowded and then I have to sit next to someone? What if I go to get groceries and then I see someone I know and then they get too close to me and then they ask me how I'm doing and then I have to either lie or tell them that I'm not working anymore and then they ask why? What if I have to pee and then I have to ask for the key to the bathroom and then I have to touch the key and then I have to touch the door to the bathroom and then I have to touch my pants? Just thinking about all those people putting their hands all over the produce, No. It's much safer in here. They deliver my groceries. They put it down in the front door, and I go down there and I bring everything in, and then I just spray it down. I haven't had a panic attack in months. I feel like I can finally breathe again, which is, really great. Even the rituals are getting better. I mean, my hands aren't blistered anymore from washing them, and I've even gained a few pounds. Last week they put an extra bag of Oreos in my order, and well, anyway, I don't mean to bore you. I guess I just wanted to let you know that I'm okay. I know you don't see it that way. You think I'm some prisoner. But I like it in here. It's safe. It's easy. It's predictable. I have my routine. I get my yogurt and eat it at 8:30. I feed the cat at 9. I play guitar for an hour. I play Magic Arena until lunch. I clean. The point is the days go by quick. You wouldn't believe it, but they do. I don't know. I haven't been outside in 2 months? I do wish they'd let me work from home. I mean, it was all stuff I could do from any computer anyways, but I guess after the last episode, they didn't trust me. I would have been fine if they would just let me do it from home anyways, but whatever. It's fine, really. It's okay. I'll figure something out. And the money I'm getting from the government is, well, I don't have many expenses anyway. Oh, I should go. It's getting a little late, and I need to take a shower and start my bedtime routine. See, it's 9:33, and I'm not going crazy. Aren't you glad your therapy money is working? Oh, I'm sorry I couldn't make it to Uncle Mike's retirement party. Please tell him that, I love him and that if I could have been there, I would have been there. And tell him that I'm sorry his trip to Italy got canceled. I know he was looking forward to that. But, it's probably for the best. I don't read the news much because it makes me nauseous and sweaty, but I hear a lot of people are getting sick over there. God, I can't even imagine it. A whole country of people obsessing over germs just like me. God, I pray it doesn't come here. I hope Penny and him can reschedule and not lose too much money. God, I can't believe it's March already. I know you said you'd go crazy if you were cooped up in the house all day, Ma, but it's kind of the opposite for me. I can do it. Day by day. It's not much, but it's enough. Remember that night after I tried to, and you were crying on the couch and said if there was a way that I could make this better, then you have to tell me. Well, I'm telling you, it's better this way. It is. It's better than the panic attacks and the washing thing and the touching thing. It's better. It is, I promise. I love you. Let's talk soon.
I hear you. Just gotta hit the... there you are. Hi. I know I see you. Damn it, because I can't. That in the midst of this corona germology virus invasion, it makes me just sick just thinking about it. Call it what you wish. Except the virus, because it refuses to be mitigated. If it doesn't kill me, the sheer panic will, if I dare venture out. You know my condition. I'm certain your father has made it the subject of many failed attempts of his humor. And it's not my type of humor, by the way. I said not to worry, no one's gonna protest over there. The fires are burning yonder. They're outside. You're on the sleepy side of the city, so to speak. Someone said, look at me, relax. I'm about to alter the sleeping habits of this town, and not by magic or narcotic. Will you relax? You won't be breaking and entering because you'll have the key. Twerp. The Central Library Master Key, courtesy of Quite Calmly Comrades, so don't lose it. Or I just may have to have your white card revoked. Now, are you wearing one of your father's Brook Brothers blazers and a tie, not one of those hoodies? Let me see you. Let me see. Turn around. Fine. Nice choice of blue tie. That's what's called cop blue, police officer blue. It disarms them, especially when offset with the various hues of whiteness, which is the most useful thing your father ever gave you. Wear it well. It'll come in handy if you get stopped tonight. You'll neither be thief or foe, though. Oh, you're taking it. You gotta take your medicine, you know? Regardless of your intention, the reality is that you are white, particularly in the sleepy parts of the world. Welcome. It's intention versus reality. Where's my pill? Now, in borrowing from Spades the card game, which I feel is quite inferior to bridge, I dare say, consider whiteness your trump card for as long as it'll last, or as long as you choose to sleep over the wakefulness. Wakefulness. Wakefulness? Something. I just want to get woke, alright? Are you all saddled up? It's a figure of speech. Are you ready to get a bag? 200 more upon delivery. Fine. Are you using your knapsack? Good. Now read off that list one more time. First, listen to me very carefully. You must be very careful and gentle with each volume. So your book is a treasure. And some more treasurable than most. Okay, I don't know how long we should be sheltered in place. Okay, by the time I emerge, I intend to be woke. And that's a clarion call to the sleepy side of the city. Now, right away. Yes, James Baldwin. I ain't your Negro. And I wouldn't have it any other way, Mr. Baldwin. Okay, next, Claudia Rankine, Citizen, an American lyric. Well, what a song. And Tanishi coats between the world and me, and indeed it is. Okay, what? Robert DeAngelo, White Fragility. Ouch. Yes, James Baldwin again. Yeah, that's right. I wrote that down. The Fire Next Time. Gentle James Baldwin. And same fire I dare say. It never seems to go out completely. It's just merely left smoldering. I was pondering upon myself. Okay? Keep reading the list. See? This hat really hurts my head.
This is different for me. Usually, I'm the one interviewing people. Oh, yeah, it's habit. I know I didn't have to wear a suit for this interview. I stay ready. I mean, to be honest, I don't really have to dress up when I conduct interviews either, but since we aren't at our regular headquarters, it just makes things seem more professional. How am I? I'm doing pretty well. Glad I'm still here after COVID ended. I wish we could have swept hatred out of here too with a vaccine, but that justice system is a tough one to dismantle. If we had clinical trials for a pill to remove systematic racist ideologies from people's minds, I'd have a list of police, fake allies, and other people for you guys today, and I'd conduct all the interviews myself to get them into the system for approval. What brings me here? Well, honestly, I'm surprised I could do it. I thought you couldn't take part in trials if you worked for the CDC, and specifically for this department. I mean, I just flipped the switch. Switch. I'm sorry, TikTok brain. But anyhow, times weren't so gracious to me financially through the COVID crisis, and though you guys are paying a nice salary, I could use the extra cash from this clinical trial. Should I make it past the interview and evaluation part? I'll be honest. One reason I'm looking forward to the trials is to have some physical connection with another human. I mean, I know all the sticky pad applications to my temples and such, but intentional closeness is something I've been looking forward to. I know it must sound a little bit off to you, huh? This won't reflect badly on my psych eval, will it? Because I'm totally kidding. I'm not. Huh? I really want to do this trial because ever since I had the injury from the protest a few months ago, those rubber bullets aren't the kind that come out of those Nerf guns, by the way. My left leg and lower back hasn't been the same. I know it's risky, potentially doing a clinical trial for something that may or may not have worse lasting effects than the condition it started in. But I've already risked all of it protesting for lost lives, and I came out on the other side. Besides, I plan on donating a portion of my compensation to Black Lives Matter organizations that helped me when I needed them, and to organizations helping our next generation of fighters. Hopefully, they won't have to fight as hard as us or our folks did before us. Oh, I'm sorry. We do have to continue. I know better than anyone that you have a ton of other questions to ask, and I'm ready to answer them. Oh, it's nothing. It's just my body's saying it's tired of useless Advil. I'm really the perfect candidate for this trial, and I hope you all think so too.
Hi, sunshine friends, Sunny here, and welcome back to the Sunny Day YouTube channel and another irresistibly, overwhelmingly intoxicating day. I would like to take this time to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your love and support over the last 6 months. In that short time, you've grown this community to over 100,000 subscribers! It's because of this huge community that we can sustain the momentum necessary to drive real change. Which brings me to our daily celebration! Your collective donation over $5,000 has allowed us to buy new coats for our friends without warm places to stay this winter. your generosity allowed us to purchase and deliver 55 coats to 55 folks. And I believe we can do better for our next... Oh, my sunshine friends. The clouds have blown in over us today. I thought we'd seen the last of this, but unfortunately, my channel is a hub for sunshine and positive change. But I don't know how to put a positive spin on this. Another young black man has just been senselessly murdered by police. His name is Eli Davis, and we must fight for him. I'm disgusted by yet another example of our deeply, violently racist country. The goddamn police force started out as a slave patrol and essentially became the KKK. And don't even get me started on the prison system. And you know what? This is the system we still use. It's insanity. I know you're all trying, but we haven't fixed the problem. Last month, we raised $4,000 for the Black Lives Matter movement, but there's still so much more work to do. Sunshine friends, I am heartbroken to say that we have lost another black ray of sunshine to police violence. I encourage you over the next days, weeks, months, and years to keep fighting and to keep spreading your sunshine. I'll leave donation and petition links in the description, and the proceeds from this video will go to support the Black Lives Matter movement. Use your light to create change, and please subscribe so that we can see each other again on the next sunny day.
Hi, Mama. No, I didn't get your text. Your hex? You sent a hex through text for why? Hex your own husband. He's not my father. If you just called to harass me, hang up now, Mama. Oh, what was that weird flu remedy you used to use on my real dad when we were kids? The one you wouldn't give us. Boiled whiskey and red onions and maple syrup? Yuck. Oh, thank you for depriving us. He's in the bed. Still. It's been nearly a week now. It's like no flu I've ever seen. No, he hasn't. It's not. And it's not karma. He's worse. But he's less grumpy. Maybe he'll soften up enough to go to the emergency room.
Because he's a man, Mama. Danny's not afraid of anything. He's not a coward. He doesn't hit me like you think. It's not a bruise. He doesn't leave bruises, okay? Because he doesn't hit me hard. It's a rash. He says he doesn't want to leave me and the baby alone, and that a wife should nurse her husband and not some jerk doctor. That's not fair. He didn't know I was pregnant when he went to go spend the weekend with that tramp. Mama, stop! No, I don't know her name. Tramp, same as the other one. God. He didn't believe me the last time I was pregnant, and but now he knows, and things are different. No, I'm not going to read your text because I don't want to hex him. He's hexed enough. It's not good, and it's not good karma. He hasn't hexed me. He's providing a good life. And he's been unnaturally pleasant. Like an inexplicable force. Remember when Dad used to say that to Chad to get him to get out of bed and go to school? If you don't get up, son, some abrupt and inexplicable force is going to come down with some ungodly help. Well, some inexplicable force has come down on this little lonely place and changed it. I like how things are. I wish they could stay this way. Even with the coughing. Moods and diarrhea, whining, groaning, and confusion. But besides all that, he's gentle. And yesterday he reached for me, and it startled me at first, but when I got closer, he put his hand on my stomach like he was blessing our baby. He's never done that. And he even manages to smile sometimes, Mama. I don't know, he's starting to say things. Not mean things, but weird. Like out of nowhere. I don't know, random, Mama. He's calling me. Give me a sec. He asked for my Bible, Mama. And he said a weird thing. He mumbled, "I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, Lord." What can he feel coming, Mama? Then he says, "I've been waiting for this moment for all my life, oh, Lord." And I said, "Waiting for what moment, Danny? Marriage, the baby, or getting sick?" He didn't say. A what? A song? By who? Who's Phil Collins? It doesn't matter. He's never acted this way before with the flu. He's never been this beautiful and poetic. It's not some weird kind of STD, okay? Would you stop being mean? He asked for my Bible, Mama. He's never done that. Never even picked it up. I'm gonna go give my husband the Bible now. Maybe he wants us to pray together. I'm fine. Bye. I love you more.
Hello, Instagram. Before we really get into today's video, I just wanted to say a little something. As many of you know, I've been doing the 365 songs, where I post a new song every day. Today we're on number 105, which is just crazy, insane. I've never said this before, but I started 365 back in February after my husband got a terrible diagnosis. I don't really want to go into the personals, but I had to leave my teaching job to take care of him at home. For the first time in my life, I wasn't playing music, I wasn't expressing myself, I was too tired, too depressed, and just too busy to even listen to music. Starting this was a way to motivate myself, to put a few minutes aside every day to put something beautiful into this world. Those 5 minutes a day have made me feel like I could breathe again. And what's been wonderful to see is that so many of you have said that listening has made your day brighter, or broken up a boring afternoon, or made you smile. But I've been seeing a lot of backlash in the comments recently, telling me I shouldn't be posting now, saying I should be out there protesting rather than, as one of the nicer people put it, fiddling while Rome burned. I do apologize for not being as public with my own beliefs. I wanted this channel to be a neutral zone, a break from the horrors of 2020. That was wrong. It's a sad world where I have to make this clear, but Black Lives Matter, and I applaud all the people that take to the streets and protest every day. I am listening and I'm learning and I'm trying to do my best. I was a high school music and drama teacher for 20 years, and now it's your turn to teach me. I spent my career teaching kids, doing music classes, directing plays. I take them to plays and musicals. These were mainly white students, although not all. Most were from upper middle class families, did not struggle with racism or poverty. I taught them scales and dramaturgy. But the most important thing I taught them was how art has the power to change minds. We saw The Color Purple, Ragtime, West Side Story. We talked about Porgy and Bess and Hamilton, Carousel, Parade. We saw Fences and The Bluest Eyes. And we saw many, many concerts where the artists were black and brown. It was fascinating to see firsthand the way these things can change a child, can turn on a light that didn't exist before. It doesn't magically make you a better person, but at least it can give you the tools to better understand. In their homework, they'd always say that some play let them walk in another person's shoes, but I told them that that's the wrong way to think about it. You are incapable of knowing what life is like for another person. Not the kid next to you in the classroom, not a black child in the South facing discrimination, not a refugee facing violence. We don't know what that's like. It's a fallacy to pretend that we do, and it only perpetrates the wrong kind of narrative. But art, good art at least, can give you empathy, can let you understand the world more deeply, make you be compassionate. It can even give hope in the darkest of times. I don't say this for you to praise the teacher or pat me or myself on the back. It's my duty. And I'm sure I could have done a lot more. I say it because our stories and our songs, they're important. When the commentator said that I was Nero selfishly playing the violin while Rome burned, I think they were wrong. I fiddle while the country burns because the world needs music. It needs love. It needs light even. It needs a release valve. The fires of Rome burned for a week. Many lives were lost, many homes and businesses were destroyed. But after fires put out, we rebuild. Not a recreation of what was before, but something better, something stronger, something able to withhold the flames. The small fires that can't be quelled used to make steel, make armor, cook our food, give us light to read and write by, to make music, to make art. The Harlem Renaissance, the protest songs of the 60s, Frederick Douglass, James Brown, and Bob Marley. I can't join the protests. The risk of my husband of getting COVID is too great. I don't have much money to donate. I can't teach right now, and I don't pray. Well, maybe I do. Maybe every day on this Instagram page, I pray. And I know it's not enough. It's barely anything, but I asked myself this morning, is there any way that I could do anything more, that I could contribute to the cause here at home? I will continue to post every day. Not the usual jazz standards or Phil Collins or, Phantom and Les Mis and Wicked playlist. One message of hope by one white lady isn't going to change anything. But if this can be one of many acts of love and hope put out in the world by people of all ages and colors, maybe beauty can finally overwhelm hate. Leonard Bernstein once said that this will be our reply to violence, to make music more intensely, more beautifully, and more devotedly than ever before. Here's my reply. Out of the remnants and rubble, out of the smoke, out of nights of struggle, can we see a ray of hope? One path and ray, reaching for the day we can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city, not a city of angels, but we can build a city of man. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Let's take a look at the audition listings. What do I qualify for today? Girlfriend, wife, pet? Oh, hell no! Ugh. Well, I don't really want these parts. I would make the most of them. They could lead to other opportunities. Yeah, more opportunities I don't want. Ugh, forget it. I am tired of compromising, and I have had so many bizarre auditions, like this one during COVID-19. Ooh, yeah, rub that rubbing alcohol all over you. No. Is that real rubbing alcohol? Oh, yes. That's insanity. No, it's not. Well, I'm expressing my feelings and they are legitimate. Okay, I'm sensing some tension. We only want the most authentic experience for both you and our audience. We're going to do rubbing alcohol wrestling and have a toilet paper tube stripper pole. Want to get under these sheets made of baby wipes? They're extra absorbent. Why would I want to do any of this? None of this was in the audition notice. I mean, would you like it if I rubbed rubbing alcohol on your business? I don't think so. Goodbye. So glad COVID-19 is over. Now that it is, I'm going to produce my own play. Perhaps a new version of Little Red Riding Hood. I'd make her Big Red Riding Hood about a woman who is curvy and thick and also big in the ways she expresses herself and is sex positive, maybe, or something like that. Women in theater. We will make a way. Always.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord.
Hello, and welcome to Sattva Yoga Upper West Side's benefit class to end racial violence. It's been a very rough week, but today the sun is shining. Ahimsa, non-violence, focus on the positive. 50% of proceeds from today's class will go to Yoga Journals Fund to bring our practice to communities of color. Yay, Yoga Journal! Yay, communities of color! Harlem is just a few short blocks away, so let's send them some love. Hi, Susie. Hi, Tiffany. So nice of you to join us for practice. Hola, Brittany. Yes, I am Italian, not Spanish, but hola, Meredith. Hola, Ainsley. Hola, Jordan. Hola, Beth Ann. Wow, Wendy, your hair looks amazing like that. How'd you manage to get a cut in quarantine? And those highlights. Wow, you are all like variations of the same beautiful blonde ray of sunshine. Now let's get started. We're going to begin with the 9 variations of the spine. Now let's start in a tabletop. And exhale into cow. Shine your chest through the gateway of your shoulders. Very good, Meredith. Really beam that heart forward. Oh, Brittany, I know. Let it out. It's been such a rough week. You can express your feelings here. This is a safe space. And inhale to cat. And let's take our opposite shoulder to opposite hip in a nice C-stretch. We hold so much tension in our hips, so let's just let that tension go. Let all that societal pressure just go. Oh, Ainsley, I know. It's been so tough watching the news this week, hasn't it? Just cry it out, cry it out. Oh, poor babies. It's okay. I'm here if you need to. Take a break if you need to take a break. I trust that you all have tissues in your home. Great. Okay, now let's do some barrel rolls. Rotate your shoulders and your chest. Really feel the breath flow through you. Feel that energy. Yes, yes, Wendy. Growl if you need to. Let it roar. Let that anger rip. Oh, that is terrific. Okay, now into a child's pose. Take a breath. And up into Virasana. Close your eyes. Now let's take a moment and really think about what it means to be a good ally. Maybe there's someone you could dedicate your practice to. It doesn't matter if you've never met them. Your energy will help heal their life. We do make a difference. You are that light. Namaste. Now let's get into a seated position and sweep that arm upward and down. Inhale and reach like you've been waiting for this moment your whole life. Like you could spray the world with kindness and compassion. Oh, very good. Other side. Yes. Beam that energy out. Yes. Now, place one hand behind you, tent up on your fingertips, and put opposite hand to opposite knee for a nice twist. Remember your intention, your dedication. What else can you do to help make the world a better place? Maybe posting on Facebook what's in your heart, or tweeting about the yoga life. Maybe looking out the window at the protesters, or donating some of your stash of N95 masks. And now other side. Okay, twist harder, harder. A little discomfort is good right now. Yes, I'm my favorite yoga teacher too. Even though, as I said, I am Italian, not Latina. What? Oh, let's roll out our necks, shall we? Very good. And remember, you can also make a donation through my PayPal. The light in me honors the light in you. Breathe. You do make a difference.
I love the wars. You know, Bridge? Hey, I got one for you. Who's the first black guy who admitted he's the father? Darth Vader. Get it? Get it? A redhead tells her blonde stepsister, I slept with a Brazilian. The blonde replies, oh my God, you slut! How many is a Brazilian? Why are you so insulted, Bridge? We're Irish. We're not blonde. When Bridge's Uncle Tom was in Vancouver, he saw a road called the Trans-Canada Expressway. And he thought of you, Jamal. He said, what? Was it assigned USA at birth? Come on, Bridget. It's just a joke. Jamal, lovely, trans, biracial Jamal wanted to meet my family. He said his white family was from Chicago, and besides, no one could tell that many jokes. And I'm like, you've never been to Ohio. Believe me when I tell you that it is not Chicago. We have our own special brand of insanity. Dad, you promised if I brought him home to meet you, you'd be nice. And my dad says, this is the Midwest. We're always nice here. Bad winters, Jamal, but good people. Hey, do you tan with that skin? Oh my God, Dad! Who even asks that? And right on my cue, my Aunt Maureen arrives. Oh, Bridget. You have put on a little baby fat, but you are not a baby. Look, 1 inch here, 2 inches here. And what are you? Over 30? No real boyfriend? And that friend, Jamal, he can't give you a baby. Even if he gets that surgery, he gets a little wee-wee. Look, don't settle. I hear that fasting diet does wonderful. Yeah. And you can lose 10 pounds anytime you want, okay? All you gotta do is chop off your head. And then my mom is like, Bridget, honey, come to the kitchen. Okay. We are going to make Irish corned beef and cabbage and overdone boiled potatoes. It's disgusting food. Okay, probably your soul food tastes better, but you need to feed something without lard and collards to your little black and white babies. No, here, use the spray oil, okay? It'll keep you skinny. And don't get mad at your aunt. She's jealous because I have a better joke than she does. Okay. What do you call someone like you who can't stick to a diet? A deserter. And I'm looking at Jamal, who's looking at me, and then gets surrounded by my uncles who claim to be so cool. Because after all, Jamal is the first black or trans man that any of my very white, straight family have ever met in real life. And to show how accepting they are, they start talking in that real Midwest slow. Our priest, he used to be gay, you know? And I say, you mean pedophile? Hey, you know that, actress? The one with the, same name as Hillary, the witch of all time, Clinton. Yeah, she won an award for being a boy. Yeah. Of course, that was just temporary. Yeah. And she's white. Here's one for you. Obama and Trump's combined IQ? It's the same as Obama's. And my dad's like, don't spoil this dinner. And I'm like, here's one for you. Why wasn't Jesus born in Ohio? Because God could not find 3 wise men and a virgin. Or how about Toledo? Come for the heroin, stay for the AIDS water. Or my favorite, in case of tornado, evacuate to the Brown Stadium where there is no chance of touchdown. Boom! Bridget, you are breaking my heart. Okay, Jamal, you gonna be a guy? You gotta pick a team. And I'm like, don't answer that. But Jamal, lovely, masculine presenting, kind, win them over even though they're bigots. I know white people aren't all assholes, steps into the trap. And what does he say? The 49ers, of course. You probably like that take a knee, Black Power, Kaepernick. And Jamal is like, I admire him. I really do. And somehow, that's it. And I go to Jamal and I get down on one knee and say, will you marry me and keep me away from these people for the rest of my life? And Jamal kind of nods and I kiss him, and that shuts my family up for the next hour. Hopefully, we'll get out of here before dessert and they'll all be so freaked out that we won't have to go back for a decade.